In this lesson, we're going to talk about the fixed positioning technique, and here's an example of it here. I have the browser in the bottom half of the window this time with the text in the top half, and that way we can show the window scrolling. So as you see, when I scroll the browser here, this image stays fixed in the bottom right-hand corner of the browser window. In fact, if I scroll side to side, it does the same thing. It stays fixed there. It's a fixed number of pixels from the right and the bottom of this view window. So you'll notice when the bottom scroll bar disappears, the image moves down so that it remains this fixed number of pixels from the bottom. So here's how that's accomplished up here in the text editor. You see in the style section, I have the style sheet. Image, fixed image. That's an ID selector. And we have position fixed. Right 15 pixels, bottom 15 pixels. So that's the number of pixels from the right and from the bottom. So that positions it relative to the right and bottom boundaries of the viewing portal. Now down here in the XHTML, you'll see here's the image. It has ID equals fixed image, and the rest of it is just a normal image tag. So if I want to move it, just come up here to the style, and I'll say left 15 pixels. I'll save that and reload, and the image moves over here to the left side. And likewise, it just stays fixed. And I can do this. Change bottom to top. And now it'll be in the left top. And that's how that works. Likewise, I can do this with text. And I've set up a style for doing this with text right here. I've created a text box that's 200 pixels wide, and it's positioned 5 pixels from the top and 5 pixels from the left. So let me move the image out of the way here. I'll move that to the right top for now. I'll save that and reload, and now the image is over there so we can play with that upper left corner. And so this one is called fixed text, and it's a div ID selector. So I just take some of my text. I'm going to take something right out of the middle here. I'm going to take this AMTP right out of the middle, and I'm going to just put this div here. ID equals fixed text, and close the div down here. And I might want to spell this correctly, and I'll just save that, and that'll take this AMTP right out of the middle of this document, and instead it'll have BWHOIS and then writing, because fixed elements do not appear anywhere in the flow of the document. They're outside of the flow, they're outside of the wrapping, they're outside of all of that relativistic layout, and instead they just float. And so I'll hit reload, and now we have WHOIS, and then we have the writings, and AMTP is up here in that corner. And you notice as we scroll, it stays right where it's put, and it actually extends over the bottom of the window. If I bring this up so that it doesn't do that anymore. Of course, we don't have scroll bars anymore because it's larger than anything else. But you'll notice that it doesn't create the scroll bars itself. Scroll bars don't happen until I start impacting the rest of the text. And of course, that doesn't scroll. This is a technique that's sometimes used for menus on web pages, and you'll see the menus stay in your viewport even when you scroll the page. And so it's commonly used for that. So that is the fixed positioning model. And that concludes our discussion of CSS positioning, and now we'll go on to the next chapter where we will build a website using the techniques we've learned here.